Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Buffalo's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we get ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After run, now throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to throw, it's Crane. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Luna. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it fly. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Fair catch, called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the wind...
Just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Birch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. They try to get it outside on the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that 1st.
Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give out of the gun. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and... Touchdown, Buffalo! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Gill. And the returner will be dragged down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Power football with the run. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Coming after it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. It's Kaiser. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Running with power. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And the old toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy to get him on the perimeter.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Touchdown Bulls! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Southern Mississippi.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I...
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. On the run, still looking. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David. Now, hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead." Give him 109 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
Fires left. He's got an open man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he could not get loose on the run. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They're bringing heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Gill. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds. Short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Crane. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
His QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Southern Mississippi, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That's reeled in. It's Washington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Crane. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gill. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Washington. The Golden Eagles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold.
Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here to steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David. And after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Gill. They make the stop, but the sweep throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. It's on target and complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Going for 6. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them.
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got the first down and more.
This doesn't happen with just anybody in tailback. You got to do this with a dude. A guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nothing but green ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit problem, you need some mojo, something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Golden Eagles have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scapula, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're testing the right side here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
The Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to get to it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
They keep attacking through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in his direction.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! Touchdown, Southern Miss. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now the toss. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments in individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us.